Hey, I'm going to take you on treasure hunting. Yes, this is the treasure hunting series. I'm going to talk about a few treasures. I picked these up at a thrift store, and I got some other treasures I want to share with you guys that I got. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is the treasure hunting series. I like to share with you guys my finds. I find some pretty epic things from time to time here when I go out, and I hit a couple of thrift stores, or I get invited to do what they call estate cleanups. What these estate cleanups are, well, um, a spouse dies, and the surviving spouse has to clean up the estate, sell it, and move into something more smaller and manageable for them. So they know I help with people with their stuff, and like I'll move them out and put them in storage or whatever they want. But oftentimes they end up just decluttering and giving me a bunch of stuff. So I'll take pickup loads out. I'll whatever. I'll get them sold. I'll hold yard sales for them. I donate what I can't sell to beneficial thrift stores at the individual's request, and some of the stuff they want me to keep. But I don't keep a lot of stuff, but only things that I find, there's treasures there. So I've been gifted and blessed really abundantly by doing these estate cleanups and helping people. It doesn't cost me any money. I just invest my time and my friendship. That's all I invest. So just recently, I went to the thrift store. Actually, it was yesterday. I went and found these little lanterns. There's four of them, brand new, never been used. Found them at Goodwill. They were $5.70 each, but I applied my veterans discount, so I got 57 cents off, which is it's fine with me. But I got four of them. Brought them home, looked at them, and they were IKEA lanterns, and they retail for 14 bucks. Yeah, $13.99 on IKEA's site. So I thought, oh, I saved some money. But with these, I have a choice. I have an option of one or two things I wanted to put in there, because I've been looking for lamps like this for my deck to kind of round out what I want out here. So I either have the option of using those little light bulbs that I got from was it Grocery Outlet, and I shared that with you some time ago, and they come in really handy, but they're battery operated. They don't have a timer on. I like candles, so I'm opting for a candle with a timer on it, so I can just set it, forget it. They run on three AAA batteries, and they'll come on. They'll stay on for about 8 hours and they'll go off. So if I turn them on, like to come on at 5 o'clock in the evening, they'll stay on for the 8 hours and then turn off, so they don't sit there and waste their battery all night long. So with the money I saved on this purchase, I went ahead and went on Amazon and ordered some candles. Now be careful. These are going to be outdoor lamps. So I looked specifically for these battery operated timer candles that are for outdoor use, because I did try some in my front gate, and they were the wax-based candles that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. Well, needless to say, we have hot summers. Well, the candle did not survive the hot summer, so I found specific candles that are made of resin. They will not melt. So that's what I purchased for these lamps, and when the candles get in, I'll be able to have my evening ambiance out here for my homestead and my deck. Let me take you inside and I'll show you another treasure I just got. So I have this Royal Rose Japan China. That sounds weird, but my little brother gave me a set of china when I was like 22, 21 years old for Christmas, and I had it in boxes for years and years and years. And I decided, you know what, it's time to bring those out of the boxes. I got a home. I went and found this thing on Craigslist. And I bought it from a farm over here outside of Shady Cove, Oregon. And then the dining room set I picked up, which actually matches that, out of a nice home up on the hills of Ashland, Oregon. So I got the complete set to store and showcase my china. Now, I was in the thrift store one day and I decided I found some pieces of the china that matched my pattern, so I bought them, and it got me hooked on completing the set of china because I want a whole complete serving set. Because now when I have company over for Thanksgiving, I want to be able to use the china and other special occasions, and I want to be able to have all the matching pieces. So recently I picked up a serving platter, $10. And it's the pattern. This is the pattern that I'm after because it matches the rest of my china. And I got a spot for it right here. And I just recently found a bigger platter. And I got a spot reserved for it behind the coffee and tea service right there. So this right here behind me, the display on the wall, is what I picked up. The frame with the Indian picture in it, I picked up at the thrift store for about $3. The Indian picture I actually took off the internet and was a colorized version of, yes, this is Chief Joseph. Why did I pick Chief Joseph? Well, because I am a descendant of Chief Joseph and might as well have great grandpa hanging on the wall. What I got from an estate cleanup is this peace pipe I found and this dream catcher. I thought that was so cool, and wouldn't it be nice if I just displayed it on the wall around great grandpa's image. And then of course this lamp down here is what I got. I featured that previously from a thrift store find. So that's it on my treasure hunting. I just wanted to share with you guys. Look for those awesome finds. Let me show you one more thing. This is my entry. I also call it my gallery because when I was down at the thrift store, I met a young man down there yesterday at our local Goodwill, and he was thumbing through the frames. And I wasn't in the market for frames anymore, but I wanted to point out, if you guys look for pictures down at the thrift stores, there's two things to look for. Number one is originals. See if you can find an original. Number two is if they're a print and they're limited edition, and these numbers indicate limited edition, and they're autographed. Those have value. For instance, these engravings up here, I purchased those for about $2.27 each. They're valued at around $900. So there's a tip for you on treasure hunting. Yes, I paid $20 for this one, and it's valued at about $500. So just keep your eye open and look for these treasures. You never know what you're going to find. I'm Jerry Hansen, your host. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos as I upload them. Remember, be safe, always be kind. We'll see you guys in my next adventure. Bye-bye now.